Hello. Welcome to day 59, take 2. Wow. Can we all agree that YouTube should have a preview in their little thing before you go live? It's like you can't see how anything looks. And that's why my hair looks so strange every time I go live, because I literally just don't, care so much. Sometimes I do. Okay, so there's so much. It feels like checking into report. That's like how this starting to feel. And the topic of today, the truth of who I am. As you can see, there's a new set of scenery, and I decided actually after yesterday's live that it's time to really mix things up, because we have spoken about moving into the body more, moving into the nervous system more, into the silence and the awareness and all of that. And that's what this is about, the becoming more the truth of who I am. And this process is one of the main tools where I'm discovering myself. So, as you know. But I was feeling contained. I'm very sorry. So the reason why it didn't work this morning was because the sound was gone again. And now I was going to check the sound just before I... So now I had to change it. Check and see. Yeah, it works. Sorry. Sorry about that. I will have to do that because I think maybe Mercury retrograde. There's like the computer is making settings on its own. With all YouTube is doing settings on its own with the sound. So anyway, sorry about that. So the truth of who I am is the main reason of why I'm doing this, to be seen in the truth of who I am. And I was starting to feel constricted in the chair. I have a floor chair that is really nice. Simba loves it too. And I was starting to feel like confined. And I realized I have to change it around and sit on the floor, because this time that I have with you guys started to feel like work. And that's not good. And I realized it felt like work the day that I decided to change it up. So I haven't experienced it before. So I changed it the minute that I realized that I had that sensation or that experience. But what I really want to do is to be in my body. And if I'm going to continue to do this, so I'm building more of the truth of who I am as I am experiencing more of the truth of who I am. And I can notice, oh, that's an old pattern. I can allow that to fall away. As I mentioned with the sensations in the mouth, I actually wanted to give an update on that, because I haven't sensed that at all. I haven't even been thinking about it. And now I'm sensing a big shift in the energy in the teeth. Remember, I said I had could feel like there was a lot of itching and tension in the jaw. So that is releasing. I can feel it. And I'm feeling that it's connected to a lightness of being. So energy is definitely moving. And I took the opportunity to join Simba he has a 2-day training, Internal Alchemy, 6 hours per day, Saturday, Sunday. So I just decided to join and just participate with the Simba coming to participate with the transformation, because we're moving so much energy at this time. The fire horse is really catching up momentum. We really need to move a lot of energy. As I've been mentioning, it's the experience of the the old, the past, the heaviness, and then the new, the future, and the lightness. And they are, moving like this. So I'm moving that energy. So yesterday, and I went really deep into the practice, and I feel such a big difference. I feel like feels like when I wake up in the morning, there is one reality, and then I'm alchemize it into a completely different reality. And that is going on inside of myself, because how I view things, it's like the energy, it's like the cloudy or the heavy energy, the shadow, or the it's like a fog that makes me see things in a negative way. And as I alchemize the energy, I start to see things from a positive way. So it's like my outlook is shifting, my belief system. It's like it's all there, but I can leave some behind and bring in another reality. So this is how we create our reality. We move and shift energy around. And just being in the truth of who I am, I feel just completely different. It's like I move when I talk, because I'm opening up the lower back. I've been mentioning that I'm trying to access this pain that I have in the lower back. And yesterday I was making steps forward. So there's this ring of tightness that kind of pulls on my hips. So I'm opening that up, and that is really starting to move now. I'm leaning into the uncomfortableness of that. But the changing, it's like allowing change to happen, is to allow, if I want to improve my life, if I want to transform, if I want to upgrade, level up to see my potential, there's this constant movement of energy. And it's like you're moving one brick at a time, because we're not just pressing a button and then it's not beam me up Jesus, unfortunately. So we're creating the future step by step, brick by brick, breath by breath. And as you are aware of the bricks that you are laying, there's like, okay, I need to remove that brick to build that brick. Remove one, take one. So it's this constant building and climbing. It's funny because I'm talking and I had notes from this morning. Early this morning, I was going to do this live, and then someone was kind enough to post that there was no sound. And then the training started. So I had no time to redo it because I had to figure out what was wrong. And now I'm just following these notes. It's brilliant. The process of becoming the truth of myself is this brick by brick, step by step. And it's a compounding energy. So I'm crafting. It's like I'm crafting. It's like I have a project that is lifelong, that you just keep on refining. That's the energy of crafting your life, to be the creator of your own reality. So just becoming more free, more expressive, more in tune, more. So I feel like a completely new person just after a couple of hours. And bringing it down to the floor just shifts the whole experience. So today we're going to reflect a little bit on the topics that we've been touching lately. So it's a contemplation or flow writing opportunity. So if you look at bring in your main object of creation. So my main object of creation is myself. But then I have subdivisions within that. I have my marriage, I have my body, I have my brand, I have my, the purpose of my work, family. So what has been coming up for you lately with multidimensional detox? How do these things connect? We've been discussing the emotional layers and how it's connected to the belief systems and the nervous system. How do you believe that these topics or these areas of this multidimensional detox, how are they affecting your ability to create the things that you have on your agenda, in your intention? So if you want to flow right, you can start by writing the connection I notice is. The connection I notice is. So you can finalize the sentence or return from the contemplation of your thoughts. So for me, it's about the truth of who I am and being fully seen in the truth of who I am and show up as authentically as I can. And for me, it's the nervous system is deeply involved with this process, and I can feel it, and I'm showing it to you in real time. So it's all about just coming closer and closer to the truth of who I am. And that will always also be changing. And that is where we need to have these multiple truths available, because the reason why we can change and upgrade is because we have this fluidity in the belief systems that we can actually upgrade. Our ego is not standing in the way because the key ego kind of want us to believe that we don't really have so much to work on. That's just not, yeah, that's not for me. And that's usually not very true. But there's no shame or blame in that. It's only like, who do I want to be and where do I want to go? So that is for me, like I had to come back to the floor. I had to be much more free, and I can feel already that my energy is more free. And also I've been moving all day yesterday. I'm all soft and sore in my body. And that is the whole point, just being the truth of who we are, being the fullest potential of who we are, living the life that we want to live, be with the people that we love, do the things that we enjoy, and have the vitality and the energy to do that, and have the positivity, it's not easy to uphold the level of positivity when you put your head outside the window and ask, like, hello world, what's going on? The world goes back like, oh. So having a positive mindset and a positive outlook on the world that's hard work these days. So that's why I can't sacrifice the time that I have with you guys. I can't make that a sacrifice on myself. So I'm changing the whole setup of I've been doing some of the wellspring sessions I have been doing on the floor, but it's going to be much more of that. And that's where we've been spending our time all these years for the people who knows us. So it's just more levels of the same thing. So it's usually not such drastic or crazy new things that we need to do. Usually we know. So contemplate on this or write on this. Like, what is the one thing that I can do for myself today that will move me closer to the truth of who I am? And allow the body to give you the answer. Don't sit and think about it. Feed it to the body, and every time you remember it, just feed it back. And then all of a sudden it's going to pop up. It's a little bit of food for thought. So I realized that that I've been working with the as I mentioned, the YouTube format was, I had to expand myself to allow myself more space, more room, more width, longer format, bigger screen, and I've been expanding my voice. I've been allowing the fire to come out. I've been speaking quickly. I've been expanding. I've been speaking my truth. So it's like I've been building bricks in the field with my intention and my willingness to show up and fail and look in different ways and trying things out and exploring and expanding. And now I'm sensing, okay, there's a threshold. I can sense that my voice is different. And as I've been sharing, I've been I've been working with this energy in my throat and the blockage and this fear of being seen and realizing. So I'm really showcasing the, when I say that I'm living my life on the edge of creation, it's like I'm watching myself being created, and I'm sharing my experience and the way that I'm noticing that my level of perception and my awareness and my consciousness and my health is expanding is through the practices that I'm doing. And I can now feel also that I'm coming into another state of myself. I feel more like myself. I recognize myself more. So I'm noticing also that these longer formats are becoming less common. I don't have the need to speak for as long periods of time. I'm noticing that it was about expanding the voice and see where is my range, and it's like emptying something that's been backed up, and that has to do with the nervous system as well. So it's all connected. But I'm sensing the format is coming a little bit shorter. I'm not sure, but that's just what I'm sensing. And topic by topic. During Simba's session today also, there's just all of these topics that are just coming through. I mean, we have things to do. So we'll be continuing to move through the multidimensional detox. And by now, just keep carving. You don't need to agree with everything that I do, everything that I say. It's like a sushi band. You're like, no, that one I heard before. No, I had that one 3 times. And like, oh, what is this? And when you sit and wait for the chef to make a certain style, and then like, if I just wait a little bit, that's just going to show up. So you grab the ones that you need and you try them on and you let me know. For some people, it's going to be like, oh, I love everything. And for some people, it's going to be same. I know that this is nice one is going to come. So you take it, install it, upgrade, wait for the next one. So I'm going to go have lunch and return to Simba's training. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I think we're going to start talking about atmospheres and environments and other worlds and realms and such. So like and subscribe. Join me tomorrow. The journey continues, 108 days together, at least. Yeah, it's all about becoming the truth of who you are, just more and more. Letting go of the illusions, letting go of the protections, of the belief systems, of the self-doubt, of the anything that is standing in my way from experiencing myself as I am. And then from that place, I can handle the challenges and the negativity. I can work with the body. I have the practices that I can use and alchemize the energy. So yeah, just showing up, sharing that shifted something again for myself. So I'll see you tomorrow. Sending you lots of love. See you in the Telegram group. Ciao.